Hey yo, I'm Sid Fly, and you're watching another episode of Off Fly. I'd like to thank all y'all for the love. I really appreciated the comments and everything. Don't forget to subscribe, click that little bell, and become part of the Off Fly family. You can also catch me on social media at SidFlyOFI on Twitter and Off Fly TV on Instagram. So get on down with it. This week, it's Father's Day coming up. So we're gonna talk about hip hop fathers. The best fathers in hip hop. Mothers always get the love. Hi, Mom. In the black community, people always say that the father's not around. So let's recognize those dads that are around and in their kids' life and trying to show them down the right path. So come fly with me to the top of Mount Rushmore of hip hop pops.
Is Father MC on there?
No. Neither is Granddaddy IU. All right, the first person we're gonna talk about is Rev Run. We got to go behind the scenes and see how Rev Run really lived in the show Run's house. We got to meet his wife and his 6 kids. He had 3 kids with his first wife, that was Angela, Vanessa, and JoJo, Joseph Jr., and 3 with his wife on the show, and that's Diggy, Russie, named after his brother Russell Simmons, and Victoria Ann, who passed away shortly after she was born. Now, Run is a great father figure. He showed them the business side, he showed them how to keep God in their life and how to make right choices, and he also showed them how to respect other people and not just the money. Now, the great thing about this show was he didn't use his money as a way to be like, I give my kids all the greatness. No, what he did was he showed the greatness in him and taught it to his kids. It wasn't like Sweet 16 where he was just spending a bunch of money and all of that and spoiling his kids. No, he was like Heathcliff Huxtable in the family. And for this, Rev Run is the cool hurt of hip hop pop. The next person on this list is Will Smith himself. Yes, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The person said, take from me, kids across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand. Well, Will Smith gets it. Now, we haven't got to see a show about Will Smith and how he raises his kids, but you can tell by the people that his kids have grown up to be that he's a great dad. With 3 kids, his oldest son, Trey Smith, and his 2 younger ones, Jaden Smith and Willow, he's always in their life and showing not just them, but the whole world how much he loves them. Back when he first had Trey as a little kid and made the song Just the Two of Us, that was so touching that it even made Dr. Evil cry. I've sung it to my mini-me, you've probably sung it to yours. That allowed other rappers to go, you know what? I can talk to my kids on track, and we've seen it happen over and over and over again. He talked to them, he nurtured them, and allowed them to grow into the people that they wanted to be. But if you look at them and how they portray themselves, you see that their father has gave them the freedom to be themselves. Willow's followed his footsteps with the music, and Jay's done music, TV, and fashion. I guess Jay's probably the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? Or is that Trey? The fact that they go, hey, we don't have to stay in a box. We can be whatever we want to be, however we want to be, any type of way we want to be. That comes from your parents nurturing you. Of course, he's probably gave him a hand getting into the entertainment industry. Hell, he's Will Smith. But for a guy who named his entertainment company Trey Ball after his oldest son, he's more like the king of Bel-Air now. And that's why Will Smith is the Uncle Phil of hip hop pops. I wonder which one of Jaden Smith's friends get thrown out the house like Jazz. Next up on the list, we have T.I. Yes, the king of the South. We've had the king of rock, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and now the king of the South. T.I. showed that, you know what? I can be the king of the South, a trap god, and still be a good pops. We got a chance to look behind the curtain at T.I. on his show Family Hustle. And we got to meet his 6 kids, Eris, King, Domani, Messiah, Deja, and Major. Even though he had them with 3 different women, he kept them together under one roof so he can raise them the right way. He did things like have deep talks with his daughters to make sure that they didn't end up on the pole. As Chris Rock said, when you have a daughter, your only goal is to keep them off the pole. And teaching them not to fall for the bullshit that he might have pulled on other women in the past, or whether he was showing his sons how to grow up and be a real man and make good decisions by saying, yo, look at me, I've made mistakes in the past. You don't have to make those mistakes if you learn from what I did. He showed his kids Even though you have money now, I didn't have money, and you should never disrespect that or forget that fact. He would take him back to the hood and show him where he grew up and was like, I had to do certain things because I didn't have this money. T.I. even had a song to his dad, kind of talking to him about some of the things that went wrong in their relationship. Because sometimes a man has to work out those kind of things, especially if they feel like they didn't have a good dad, so that way they can be a good dad. He didn't lose 1 ounce of respect for what he does for him and his kids. And for this reason, that's why T.I. is the Furious Styles of hip hop pops. So the last person I'm gonna put on my Mount Rushmore of hip hop pops is Birdman. What happened to that boy? I know a lot of y'all don't like that, and y'all like, man, look at all the beef they've been going through. He just had to pay Lil Wayne $10 million. I know a lot of y'all mad that Carter 5 ain't came out yet, and he gonna have to rewrite that shit because all the metaphors gonna be old anyway, right? Any man that'll take another kid and another child under his arm, though it ain't his blood, and raise him to be a man, and raise him to be one of the top entertainers in the world today.
And only take like 50%.
Probably more than that. But anyway, that's a good pops. Hell, I know a lot of guys that don't date girls with kids because they don't want to be a step pop. He was like, I'm gonna take him under my wing and show him how to be a man. Birdman took an 11-year-old kid, gave him a shot in the music industry, raised him up to be a man, and made him one of the most recognizable names in entertainment today. He was so much of a father of Lil Wayne, a lot of y'all made fun of him and memes for them kissing on the lips. How much love do you have to show to a person, especially a man to a man, for you to kiss him on the lips?
Gay people do it all the time.
That's a whole different subject. We wouldn't have people like Nicki Minaj or Drake if it wasn't for Baby taking Wayne in like a son and raising him up. Birdman nurtured Lil Wayne as a person and his talent, had him out there on stage, and helped him make millions of dollars. And for this reason, that's why Birdman is the Daddy Warbucks of hip hop pops. So now you have my Mount Rushmore of hip hop pops. We got Rev Run, Will Smith, T.I., and Birdman. Don't forget to subscribe, check out other shows, and also hit me on my social media. You can see that right there. I'm Sid Fly, you watching Off Fly. Hope you enjoyed your Father's Day, because this is the only gift your kids got you. Oh yeah, and your wife bought your socks again.